Hey there, Saber friends. I'm SpaceWIndu from the FX-Saber Forums. I want to show you a couple blades I made for my friend Michael. He's YODA on the FX-Saber Forums, and he made me this lightsaber. His Graflex chassis is inside of this. That's for another video. I want to show you guys these blades plus a new set of color profiles that I like for the Graflex lightsaber with Plector-Pixel or any kind of Neopixel. I think these colors are really cool. This is running Plector Labs Prism 5.1. So this is a 1-inch blade with a rounded tip, approximately 214 Neopixel LEDs on the skinny strips. This is inside a trans white custom saber shot blade with Makoto foam, and a drilled out blade tip and clear. So for the Graflex, we want to have the shine through right there. This color is just like a Viridian color that I kind of programmed in through the rice port, which Michael included for me in this lightsaber. Changing the color here to, it's like an ice blue, like an ice white kind of color, maybe a bit of purple, yellow flash on clash. Into an aqua cyan type of color. Yellow-white flash. A bit more blue into that aqua. This is more of a like a sky blue. Flash is like a yellow flash I got programmed in there. This is maybe getting on the indigo side of the blue, but still almost like a lighter version of indigo. And this one here is into the just blue spectrum. Probably just the blue LEDs are lit in this one. Maybe a hair red and green, maybe a little bit of red and green in there. This one obviously has some green added to that because it looks a little more on the sky blue side. So I'm going to take this blade out and show you the next blade that I made for Michael, which is a 7/8 inch blade with the custom saber shop connector, Plector-Pixel connector at the bottom. You see that bit of 1-inch blade stock that I made for the end of this, which just allows it to go into my 1-inch Graflex emitter. But this is just to show Michael that, you know, sometimes with the Graflex you might have the 7/8 inch emitter, and you could use a 7/8 inch blade with the Neopixel. This one has MR foam inside, which sometimes works great for a 7/8. I did the bullet blade tip on this 32.5 inch blade with the drilled out bullet tip. And I'll just put that in Graflex here to show you guys the rest of the colors as well. I do like the way the 7/8 inch looks. You can see the shine through here, so we have the LEDs sit very low to the Plector-Pixel connector, and the MR foam does a good job of diffusing this. It looks like really like a laser beam, like in the Rebels cartoon. More of a thin blade, right? I actually really like the way the 7/8 inch looks. This is a nice blue. If you guys can make it out well in the mirror, it's kind of like the same blue I have on the accent lighting here. It's pretty nice, maybe a little brighter. Now I'm into bringing more white into the picture by upping the other two colors, including the red, to give this more of a purple or indigo whitish look to the blade. I feel like this kind of looks like, you know, in the Clone Wars cartoon, the blue looked a little more purple. And I got into a purple color here, bringing in more of the red. If you guys ever read the book Heir to the Jedi, that's like one of the new canon books, that one of the newest, or one of the first new canon books that came out. Luke actually investigates a lightsaber that belonged to a Rodian Jedi, and a long dead Rodian Jedi that I think he goes into the tomb of, and he takes out, and it actually has a purple blade, and he opens the lightsaber. This is like the Luke from in between A New Hope and Empire, so he's like real new at being a Jedi, and or maybe it's in between Empire and Return of the Jedi, but I think it's after A New Hope, and he kind of has to take apart the lightsaber, he feels like, just to see what's inside of it and how to maybe fix a lightsaber, how to deal with like the innards of a lightsaber, maybe to build his own lightsaber later, because he's using the Graflex at that point. He ends up breaking the lightsaber when he takes it apart to try to see how it goes together. So Luke, you know, actually kind of disassembles it to the point where he couldn't get it back together. He wasn't strong enough in the Force at that point, or knowledgeable enough in the Force to actually put it back together. So that's kind of the callback to this color that I have here, is the fact that Luke had a purplish lightsaber that he actually broke in the new canon, which is kind of crazy. And then this is just like a true purple, like a Samuel L. Jackson, like Mace Windu purple, just to play around with. But as you can see, like the color profiles that I cooked up for this Graflex are, this is like a new set of color profiles. I had another video with another set, but this is just focused on the blue with a wide range of blues, which I think the Graflex needs, but also just to play around, because you do have like 14 or 15 color profiles. I did put like red in here, just to imagine if you know, you made your Graflex red, you know, imagine Luke went dark side, so this is just a one weird random color, like in the otherwise blue color profiles that I cooked up here, but this red has a bit of blue in it for a crimson look. So it's not just straight red. It's like in Return of the Jedi, you know, Darth Vader's lightsaber seemed to be, at least to me, it seemed to be like a pinkish. So this has a bit of that in it. And I just want to show you one more thing. This is a blade plug I made for the Pixel lightsaber, for the Graflex lightsaber. This is actually a FX-Sabers Graflex blade plug that I have my SpaceWIndu connector in the bottom. This is from the Mad Science Workshop, JB Kuma. And he made these little parts here for me, which is a like a plector pixel style connector with LEDs, so we can make the blade plug work with the plector pixel connector in your hilt. And as you guys can see, there's the shine through there because the light starts really low. So there you have it. These are just some toys for Michael to play with in his Graflex lightsaber that he's building with the plector pixel system, and he could play around with these blades, the different diameter and blade plug, and see what he thinks of it. Check out FX-Sabers and join there, and we could talk more about lightsabers.